Crawford has already sold his ass to Canelo. Canelo doesn't fight real fights. Everybody knows this. So why does everybody believe that this is going to be anything different? Canelo likes to gaslight people. He says, oh, payday, payday, payday. He loves the paydays of him just going in there putting on a show. He's not a real boxer. He hasn't been a real boxer for forever, right? I'm sure he has the talent, but that fire just isn't in him. Hasn't been in him. When you're looking at the last however many fights, they're laughable, right? If you were to tell me that a super middleweight had fought Jaime Munguia, who was his last, Bumlanga, for the undisputed, like, and you didn't tell them that their name was Canelo, people would laugh, right? But as soon as you say, oh, that's Canelo, oh, now everybody's butthurt, right? But you look at some of his fights, just laughable, some of them, recently. So they're bringing you this garbage instead of the David Benavidez fight that everybody wanted for 5 years. He's fighting the Crawford fight because everybody's wanted that for 5 years. Nobody wanted that for 5 years. Crawford sold his ass, right? He's never been one to ever challenge himself in a legitimate fight. The only one that he's had was a guy that was like 5-0, Madrimov, where he went life and death with. Most people thought Madrimov won, right? So Crawford knows where his level is at. He likes to gaslight a lot of people. You're not on my level. You're not on my level. Yet he only fights guys that are like sea level, and he goes life and death with most of them, right? We're talking about the guy on Black Prime where his gloves busted and he knocked him out, quote unquote, knocked him out after losing pretty much every single round, right? I wasn't counting score, but the guy was doing way better than he should have. A lot of gaslighting. Everybody on YouTube is trying to sell this fight. It doesn't need to be sold by the people on YouTube. It's already on Netflix. It's going to be for free. The last time most people who checked in on a Netflix boxing, Mike Tyson versus Paul, like 90% of the people couldn't even watch it because Netflix has always had live streaming problems. Always have. They're not going to fix it for this. 90% of the people aren't going to even be able to watch this, right? They're going to be able to watch whatever the highlights it is for this scripted fight, in my opinion. Scripted fight. There's a real fight on the same 24 hours as this one, Canelo versus Crawford. Naoya Inoue versus MJD, the PBC dude, right? Which has fought a lot, but for whatever reason, they don't like putting his footage on YouTube. Maybe it is on YouTube, I just didn't check it. That one is a real fight. That one is the banger, right? But you got all these people clamming like Crawford versus Canelo is going to be the whole spectacle, yada, yada, yada. Canelo already won. He's not going to be able to fund his 50 laundromats in Mexico. Shout out to Precise. If he loses to Crawford. Right? You're not going to be able to build those laundromats or whatever it was. Whatever it was, to launder money and traffic kids, whatever. I forget what business it was. Close to the border of the United States. Right? Actually, I don't know that detail. Maybe, maybe not. But again, Crawford has already told you that he was a one and done. He was going to fight Canelo, and that was it. That was like 3 years ago. However, all the new content with people just pushing it in and pushing shit in the maker machine. It's hard to find some of the actual clips that are important to tell you that Crawford has already sold his ass, right? And there's a lot of Crawford fans out there. All of a sudden they're coming out of the fucking woodworks like fucking termites and shit and fucking shadows, right? Just look at Inoue versus MJD training. Look at those two guys training. Look at the intensity. They're going to fight each other. Look at Crawford versus Canelo. Those guys at their very best. highlight of their workouts look like it's just a regular day in the gym. They're not fighting each other, in my opinion. Now I gotta put that in there, right? It's a Netflix show. Just look at the intensity between Inoue, MJD, cross-reference it to this one. It's fucking laughable. Right? But they're pushing this one because you got that it factor, whatever that it factor is. I don't know what it is. It's just, it's like that song. It's like a few of those songs where it's like, yeah, forget about it. I'm not going to name any songs. But again, Crawford's old sass. Repeat it like 10 times and get it through your brain. And there's a lot of people out there who go after the channel saying that Canelo is going to win. Hey, when he loses, shut down your channel, right? Which, would you say that we're going to credit Precise on bringing this up a few weeks ago, where a lot of these people who were just gave Terrence Crawford no chance were being told by, the comments section to like, oh, your garbage channel, whatever it is. But they won't, if Crawford does lose, they're not going to say it to the big channels that they follow that are, again, pushing this fight for no reason because it's already on Netflix. Everybody knows where to watch it. It's not like they're going to get paid anymore. I don't think, right? Because it's not pay-per-view. Which, I mean, where were all the fans when Crawford was making like 15,000 pay-per-views against Amir Khan on ESPN Plus pay-per-view, in which he had to buy ESPN Plus just to have the privilege to buy the Amir Khan, in which somehow 15,000 people in the United States bought it for some reason, in which, he punched Amir Khan in the dick and won off of a KO. So, I mean, that's one name out of 41-0 that you can't even give credit to his 41-0 with the nut punch to Amir Khan coming off of like a 3-year layoff or something like that, right? But again, that's the reality of this fight.